It's showtime at Homestead, Miami.
Andre Baranowskis at the line, steals it in the Indy 250.
On if the back in trouble, let it go. Gordon to the wall, jumps right around.
Side by side on the final lap, coming to the checkered flag.
Steve Morgan, the last lap pass, and the victory in Las Vegas.
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
Just watch me now. Just watch me now. I got something for you, a little more for you. You won't believe your eyes. Just watch me now. Just watch me now. I got something for you, a little more for you. You won't believe your eyes. Just watch me now. Just watch me now. Just watch me now. Just watch me now.
Welcome to the biggest and dangerous super speedway, the new Era Cup Series races at the Talladega Super Speedway for round number 10 in the premier NOFSRL series. Today, it is the Geico 500. 47 circuits around the 2.66 mile tri-oval with door-to-door, bumper-to-bumper, close quarters action, and there is no room for error. Good afternoon, everyone. Marty Sakala here. Glad you could all join us today. But before we continue this telecast, to our first responders out there during this pandemic, thank you for your hard work, commitment, and service to this great nation as we battle tough times. We hope everyone's staying safe and healthy around the world. They don't race them anywhere in the world like they do at Talladega, to quote the late great Barney Hall. Pack racing 2x2, even 3x3 at speeds of 200 miles an hour. And you do not want to change this video, folks. We've got a good race today. Few things important to keep in mind at Talladega: drafting and the low line. That's very important if you want to win this race. Also, probably avoid the big one. It's the most popular wreck here at the Talladega Super Speedway. These cars are in packs of, when they take the green, around 42 drivers, or 40 drivers, rather. And if you stay in the back of the pack, you may have a good chance of missing it, but be careful if you're in the middle or even in the front of the pack. You do those three things perfectly, you got yourself a good chance at winning this race. We look at the point standings on your screen. CJ Williams is going to have to do those keys perfectly if he wants to keep his amazing gap early on, 9 races in. 78-point lead over teammate Diego Rossello, last week's winner at Talladega. In third is Brian Webb, 89 back. Fourth is Igor Barreto, 90 back. Fifth, Mitchell Collins, 101 back. Sixth, Zachary Fitzwater, 103 back. Seventh, Johnny Gardner, 107 back. Eighth, Steve Morgan, 108 back. Ninth, Luke Rainey, 111 back. And 10th, Neil Clifford, 115 back. We got for the first time ever in the New Era Cup Series, a special radio broadcast at Talladega. Here's how this is going to work. On the call in turns 1 and 2, the Australian, the most popular driver in the New Era Cup Series, Zachary Fitzwater. On the back straightaway, we've got Derek Hamill out of Florida. And in turns 3 and 4, Trey Wright out of New Jersey. Once again, we'll bring those drivers in just a little bit. Here's your starting lineup. Row 20, the 19, Mitchell Collins, and Gatlin Downey in the 52. Row 19, Casey Nanico in the 51, Alex Lozano in the 88. Row 18, it's Jacob Brits in the 16, Jonathan Logan in the 21. Row 17, Nathan Stapleton in the 42, Johnny Gardner in the 2. Row 16, Igor Barreto in the 77, Brian Ferris in the 20. Row 15, Stuart Haas teammates, Zachary Fitzwater in the 4, and Stuart Gratton in the 41. Row number 14, points leaders CJ Williams and Cody Smart in the 10. Row number 13, we've got Edwin Mendez in the 11, Zach Ryan in the 22. Row number 12, Tyler Markle in the 48, and the defending champion, Steve Morgan. Row 11, last year's winner of this race, Luke Rainey, and the 6 of Brian Webb. Row number 10, Christian Vargas in the 00, and John Andrews in the 17. Row 9, Texas winner, Jesse Turner, and the winner from Phoenix, Ethan Hoffman. Then you got Daniel Boyles in the 47, Matthew Logan in the 96, Eli Gray and Brian Benjamin in the 36, Marty Johnson in the 12, Benny Watson in the 38, and now your top 10. Starting 10th is Eric Monaco. Starting 9th, Derek Hamill. Starting 8th, Dylan Young. Starting 7th, Patrick Smith. Starting 6th, Justin Zidell. Starting 5th, Matt Tuck. Starting 4th, Diego Rossello. Starting 3rd, Carter Friesen. And the front row in 2nd, Colin Denton. And on the pole for the Geico 500, Neil Clifford in the 53. The cars are about to roll off. 47 laps around the Talladega Super Speedway, 125 miles. Stages will end at laps 15 and 30. The field winner will be about 30 to 40 laps. And we will restart the race because of the stall 53. As the drivers roll on off, let's take a swing around the racetrack, bring you in the boys that will be calling the action. Starting in turns 1 and 2 out of Australia, the land down south. That's Zachary Fitzwater.
Hi, Marty. Turn 1 and 2, 43 degrees biking. We've seen, we've seen a lot of 3-4-1 action for 1 and 2, and sometimes we've seen the back one, and, yeah.
We'll bring in Derek Hamill in just a moment. He's got the backstretch covered for you today. We're figuring out his technical difficulties. The back straightaway is most likely the key place to pass. When you are drafting with these cars down the back straightaway, you want to have the slingshot, and it's a perfect time to slingshot and make your move. It is about 2,000 feet banked at 3 degrees, a common place as well for a big one to sometimes happen. Now we go down into turns number 3 and 4 and bring in Trey Wright out of New Jersey.
Well, Marty, turns 3 and 4 here at the Talladega Super Speedway are banked slightly less than turns 1 and 2. By half a degree or something or other. But regardless of that, that really doesn't matter because these turns are still extremely steep. As you come off turn number 4, make sure to not go 4 wide with 3 other guys, or else there is a strong possibility you might wreck. Another thing to note that at the Talladega Super Speedway, it's not like any other conventional speedway where the start-finish line is straight in the middle of the 16-degree banking tri-oval. It is at the end of the tri-oval towards turn number 1 that has provided so many interesting and exciting finishes, so many last lap passes here at the Talladega Super Speedway. We're going to have a fun one here at the Geico 500.
Pace car pulls in. Neil Clifford, Colin Denton will bring the field to green at Talladega. Derek's had some technical difficulties and cannot be fixed, so I will be calling in the backstretch. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Dega. It is showtime in Alabama right now. Neil Clifford got a good start over Colin Denton. He'll get the edge going into turn number 1. Can Denton get down low? He cannot, Fitzy.
Yeah, Denton cannot get low at all, neither did the 9. 10 at a bad start, and 53 is long gone for now at this moment, and you see 2x2, even 3-1 in the middle of the pack.
Down the back straightaway, Friesen trying to look inside here on Denton for a second. He's got the push he needs from Matt Tuck. But right now, if you're Neil Clifford, just trying to block both lanes at once. He's got the lead going into turn 3.
An absolute freight train going into turns 3 and 4. The car 53 of Neil Clifford trying to hold off the Canadian from Manitoba, Canada, Carter Friesen, that 37. Behind him is a 95 of Matt Tuck.
As they come to the stripe, first 5 cars single file, everyone else 2x2 back. Lap 1 of the Geico 500, led by Neil Clifford in the 53, working their way into turn 1. No one's making a move just yet here, Zachary.
That's true, Marty. We're seeing single file first 8 cars, and we're still free to line the back of the pack.
And here we go, a move to the inside. Carter Friesen, Patrick Smith says, I want to go with you. Friesen inside on Clifford, looking for the race lead. The front row teammates Watson and Benjamin go together to work their way down to the inside.
We've got Chevy versus Ford, a classic old battle here at the Talladega Super Speedway, and that inside line is going to prevail for Carter Friesen coming onto the front straightaway.
Working out of turn number 4, Watson looks to take it 3 wide to the inside with help from teammate Ryan Benjamin, who dominated last week at Richmond, but came so close to winning. New leader Carter Friesen at the stripe as lap number 3 goes onto the board. Watson tries looking to turn 1. Friesen shuts the door.
And Dave Friesen did shut the door on the 38, and, well, Farmer Motorsports are, well, second for Farmer Motorsports, and 3 wide for 30 on back.
Yeah, Neil Clifford lost the draft big time, had nowhere to go, was left out to dry as they worked their way into turn number 3. Hoffman looks for 3rd on Benjamin.
As you said, the Front Row Motorsports teammates, they are always good here at the super speedways. Can they capitalize today? But, excuse me, Friesen has a huge lead. Here comes car number 18 of Ethan Hoffman to the inside of the 6 car.
And you know, you were just mentioning it, Trey. You can't get too far ahead at Talladega or else they could slingshot by you big time. What's really interesting to see, these drivers are really playing it safe right now. 2x2 racing, not the aggressive 3x3 or 4x4 racing we've seen in recent years, though. Webb up to the back bumper. Steve Morgan now looks to the inside on Webb. Derek Hamill, are you back in the chat, my man? I think it's not, no, so we're having some technical difficulties. Yeah, Derek, if you want to do it, continue the backstretch, do it, but let's go to Trey in turn 3.
Okay, thanks. Here comes the... that's not the points leader. Steve Morgan, last year's champion of the series. He's going to try and stick up behind the 37. Meanwhile, behind him, Marty Johnson in that Mustang is on the back of these guys.
Johnson knows how to get it done at the super speedways. Won the Daytona 500 earlier this season. Morgan's got a good man right behind him if he wants to go to the lead. Carter Friesen, though, out in front. Let's take you from the rear bumper of Friesen into turn 1.
Friesen still has to lead over to 13, and yeah, the good camera shot there. We're seeing 2x2, 9 on back.
All right, now we're going down backstretch here. If you guys can hear me, that's great. But as you can see, 37 down front. Marty Johnson trying to get a run there on the inside. Hope from his teammate that I don't know who 22 car is on the sheet up. My bad, guys. Sorry, going to Trey.
Yeah, Zach Ryan behind Marty Johnson. Thank goodness we've got Derek Hamill with his charisma in this commentary. Carter Friesen is putting on a clinic. He's going to lead 4 straight laps, if not 5 straight laps, as Stuart Grazin, the other Aussie in the field, is going on the inside.
Johnson doing a good job behind Friesen, just playing it safer right now, but here comes Stuart Grant with Hoffman behind him. Grant looks inside, that's for second going into turn 1.
Grant's got the run on 12, he's going to make us pass for second. He's late with help from the 18, the 20, and the 21.
As you can see, the 41 and 37 are digging on the outside. But here comes the Yamaha 18 machine with help from, I don't know who 20 is. Give me a second of that. It's Brian Ferguson, 20, and the 21 is Jonathan Logan going down to you, Trey.
I'm very surprised that the 21 is not following up, as the top is mostly Fords and the bottom is mostly a mix of Chevrolets and Toyotas. Chevrolet at the point, Toyota in second, Toyota in third, and they're all Fords going on back. Back
Here
to you,
goes
Marty.
Hoffman to the inside, looking for the race lead. Ferris says, I'm going to stay up high and work with Friesen. Coming to the stripe, it's close, but it's Ethan Hoffman at the point. 6 laps are on the board, and the winner from Phoenix this season leads going into 1 and 2.
The 18 has a run and takes the lead with help from 21, 20, well, with Bookers and 2 of his JGR team.
As you can see at 52 looking for a lead now. As I see in turns 1 and 2, that was 41 car getting stuck on the outside. Same with Carter Friesen. 18 still leads, 52 going on the inside. Down to you, Trey.
Friesen's going to have no drafting help. He's going to get shuffled all the way to the back of this field. He was so dominant early on, but he might pick up Eric Monaco in the 3 car. Gatlin Downey in car 52. He's going to try and challenge Hoffman for the lead.
Downey, he has not had a good season early on in the back of the pack of the full-time drivers in the point standings. But Downey takes the lead going into turn number 1. We know Downey, 2 wins last season in the New Era Cup Series. 1 coming at the Michigan International Speedway, a similar super speedway where pack racing is usual here at this track. 7 laps, though, already on the board. Remember, stage number 1 ends at lap 15. Early in the race, we got 2x2 in the first 8 or 9 some rows. And then we're 3 wide here with Derek Hamill stuck in the middle. Carter Friesen on top, Jesse Turner down low. Now it looks like Brian Ferris and Marty Johnson trying to lead a charge on the high side, but that's not the place where you want to be. Mitchell Collins takes the race lead. Casey Nanico to the inside, and behind him he's got Edwin Mendez on his tail. Joe Gibbs' teammates side by side for second. All of them inside the top 15 at the stripe. It's Nanico at the line. Here comes Mendez as he looks for second.
Yeah, Mendes looking for second, and we're seeing 2x2. We're about 11-1 back and 3 wide at the rear of the pack. And nobody's lost the draft either.
All right, now look. Oh, 54 car Dylan Young trying to get by his Rick Ford Racing teammate. Let's go! With help from Matthew Logan. Did I get that name right?
Yep,
in
that's
96
Matthew
car?
Logan.
To you, Trey?
Matthew Logan to the inside, trying to help. Got a couple of normally back markers up at the front of this field. It does not matter the amount of horsepower in your car or how it's tuned up. As long as it's fast, you're going to be going to the front.
Young makes a look inside on Rick Ware teammate Casey Nanico, as Hamill just mentioned earlier on. Coming to the stripe, he's now part-time this season, and give it to Dylan Young at the stripe. Let's give you a full field rundown of the moment. All 40 cars are still in this pack. Dylan Young in first, Casey Nanico second, Matthew Logan third, Christian Vargas fourth, Mitchell Collins fifth, Jacob Britt sixth, Edwin Mendez seventh, Daniel Boyles eighth, Gatlin Downey ninth, Jesse Turner is 10th. Fitzy, you can take 11 through 20 if you want.
Sure. The 00 trying to make the pass on the 51, and the 47.
Ethan
And
Hoffman, 12th is Zachary Fitzwater, 13th Jonathan Logan, 14th Brian is Alex Lozano, 15th Zach Ryan, 16th Cody Smart, 17th Colin Denton, 18th Brian Ferris, 19th Patrick Smith, and 20th is Tyler Marco. We got 4 wide across the tri-oval. This may not look good. Ferris, Mendez stuck in the middle. Downey and Denton down low into turn number 1, Fitzy. Oh, man.
oh, this might not end well. Oh, we're still rubbing fenders, and howdy, boy. A big one, I will never know.
I don't mean to interrupt you here, Derek, but we saw Gatlin Downey in the wall through 1 and 2. Did you get a good perspective of that?
Yeah, that was right next to me. I think I might need to pit get a new pair of drawers.
They're in 3 and 4, Trey.
Yeah, that was extremely close right there. There were banging fenders, all 3 of those cars. And I'm in the same boat as Derek. I've got a Code Brown down in my basement. Holy moly, what a turn of events.
Side by side for second. Don't look now. Here comes Fitzy inside on Jacob Britt. But meanwhile, Dylan Young continues to lead. Let's go from 21 through 30. Oh, blowing up at turn number 1. That's Jonathan Logan in the 21. No caution is out. I don't know what happened to him. I think the engine let go from underneath a tough break early on for Jonathan Logan. He'll be done for the day. He'll stop on track, but the pack won't go by him. Will remain green, but up front, it's side by side for the lead. Fitzy inside on Dylan Young into 3.
Yeah, as we see a tough break for that 21 car of Jonathan Logan. But another thing that we have to worry about is if these guys in the front pack, because these 2 packs have split off because that was mid-pack that the 21 did that. So if somebody in this mid-pack wrecks, could possibly collect the back half if as in a wadding up accordion effect.
Absolutely. So you got 2 packs here. The first pack obviously led by race leader Zachary Fitzwater, Colin Denton by himself, Grant and Hamill trying to work together. Then you got this pack here led by Patrick Smith in the 14. A lot of controversy coming from Smith last week at Richmond, and it looked like he had intentionally turned Benny Watson around in an attempt to manipulate the leaders up front, with teammates Fitzy and Grant battling near the front. And discussing after the race, it was determined Patrick Smith intentionally caused a caution to help his teammates out. His teammates still did not know of it, and as a result, Patrick Smith docked 50 points and fined a fictional $50,000 and puts him way back in the points. 2 laps to go, though, in stage number 1. Fitzwater still out in front. Here comes Nanico to the inside for the lead.
Nanico puts a move on the 4, and the 4 will be losing a ton of spots, and 11, 18, 19 are right there. Catch a light.
Well, Nanico took the lead, but she won't keep for long. Give me a second. It was the 11. Edwin Mendez in the 11, hope from the 18 and 19. Those being Mitchell Collins and Ethan Hoffman to you, right?
AGR teammates on the bottom row. If my computer can catch up right here. And Christian Vargas, the first non-JGR car on the inside. And Jesse Turner, he's going to try and get back in this as Hoffman goes to the inside of his teammate.
Hoffman doesn't care about team orders. He wants to win stage 1 and pick up a playoff point. Final lap in stage 1 going into turn number 1.
The 18 has to wait for now. 19 has to run and gain help from a 00 and on back.
That 00 is going to be in best spot. He has help from the required racing car. Dylan Young is the Gaunt Brothers racing car. Matthew Logan. That feels so weird to say, but I think the 18 and 19 are probably going to pull away here. As I think we're getting ready to go to Trey. Yes, we're going to you, Trey.
Yeah, and Fitzy, he got shuffled all the way out to the outside lane. He's going to get shuffled all the way back to this front pack. And unfortunately, there's no stage caution for the guys in that second pack. So coming off of turns 3 and 4, it looks like the 18 is going to win stage 1.
It is going to be Ethan Hoffman at the start-finish line. The green checkered is out, and it's Ethan Hoffman, your stage 1 winner. Gonna be close. Who got 10th at the line? It was Zach Ryan, barely over Brian Ferris. Top 10. It's Hoffman, then Collins, Dylan Young, Christian Vargas, Alex Lozano, Matthew Logan, Edwin Mendez, Jacob Britz, Casey Natico, and Zach Ryan. So we were mentioning that second pack earlier. I think Trey was the one mentioned it. Look at Nathan Stapleton, the 42 leading the second pack in the back, currently running in 17th position. That is one huge pack right now. These guys will definitely need a caution if they want to get back up into the hunt. If we look at super speedways this season, the Daytona 500, only one caution in that 50-lap span, and that was during a cycle of green flag pit stops. The way they've been racing right now has been very conservative. Could that possibly be a caution for during green flag pit stops? We don't know. We're going to have to wait and find out, though. Ethan Hoffman remains in the race lead down the backstretch, Derek.
As you can see, the 18 car still has that lead. I hope you guys can hear me. I don't know if my mic's working right now, but 3-4 Dylan making a move to the inside from the 88 machine. That is Alex Lozano. I don't know if that's right. I don't really care to you, Trey.
Lozano with a fellow Chevrolet. Wait, no, not Dylan Young
Ford.
with Alex Lozano behind him. A couple of Chevrolets and a Ford behind them, and with the 12 of Marty Johnson. Johnson's going to try and go to the inside.
Tried to look, though. Lozano shut the door as they come to complete lap number 17, side by side for fourth. Vargas trying to look inside on Ethan Hoffman.
Young and Lozano, 1-2 of Ford at third, and number 4 coming at 5th and 6th.
Yeah, I see the number 450. You're doing good there, buddy. Getting a run on the inside at 00. Big meaty run down the backstretch. Ooh, helping Marty. That's a digging mode right there. 54 Soli is going to you, Trey.
Yeah, and the good thing about this small pack is if somebody like Fitzwater who got knocked out of the draft of this, knocked to the outside and sent to the back of this pack, it's going to take a shorter amount of time for them to cycle back to the front. As you see Fitz going to the inside trying to regain this lead.
Man, let me tell you something. Down the back straightaway, Johnson had a huge run on Lozano. Alex tried to shut the door, and Lozano said, okay, fine, I'll just go back to the high side. But for the lead into turn number 1, here comes Fitzy with help from Casey Nanico. 2 Fords on the inside.
The 4 and the 51 working together for 1 and 2 with help from 11 and 20. Only 17 cars in this front pack.
And now it's 3 wide. Here comes Edwin Mendez to the inside looking for a second. Brian Ferris trying to push. He gets stuck up in the middle, and here comes Daniel Voyles 3 wide for 4.
And it's a good thing for Casey Nanico that the 20 didn't stay inside, or else he would have gotten caught in the sucker hole that was developing. Meanwhile, don't look now. Here comes the 47 of Daniel Voyles. I'm not sure if his teammate Carter Friesen's in this pack or not.
He is not.
It's not in this pack. He is stuck in the second pack. Let's see if we can find him on the screen. Hanging out in the back of the pack. Man, well, I don't know. That Jonathan Logan header issue on the 21 really separated those 2 packs big time. Oh, CJ Williams with a problem. That's your points leader in the 24.
Oh, slowing them up.
That is what I call championship implications right there, ladies and gentlemen.
10 races in championship implications. Let's go, boys. I don't know who's leading because we're focusing on 24 car. It looks like that 24 car is down soon, or possible
Ethan
either
Hoffman in
radiator.
It's Ethan Hoffman. I'm sorry, Derek. I think CJ Williams, we're getting the report a tire issue on the 24. I think the left rear may be flat on that machine. Tough break for your points leader, CJ Williams. Not what he wants, but at the stripe, it is Ethan Hoffman continuing to lead. 10 laps to go in stage number 2. Zach Ryan inside. He's got second.
Hoffman has a bit of a lead on the 22, and 43 is getting chilled back a bit, and we're going 3 wide, bound back on back.
All right, you see the 18 car still leading, but here comes the 19 with help from the 88. I know I'm using numbers, that's easier for me to do. 51 of Casey and Annika with help from Marty Johnson. Ego right there, baby, and going down turn 3 to Trey.
It was indeed a left rear tire that was down on the number 24 machine. Tough break for CJ Williams. And if tires blow here at Talladega Super Speedway, if they blow in the wrong place, then that can completely end your day and possibly flip you into the catch fence like Bobby Allison in 87.
Hoffman making the slow exit off of pit road. Now this should be interesting. We should watch. And nope, never mind. I thought they was going to get to the second pack on the back straightaway, but he is going to lose the draft big time, and he just lost a lap as well. Tough break for the points leader. He's going to have to hope for a caution with a lot of drivers involved in a big wreck, though. They work their way into turn number 3. Gibbs teammates 1 and 2. Hoffman the leader. Here comes Marty Johnson. He's into third.
Ryan Ferris trying to get back with his JGR teammates. And shout out to the Rick Ware Racing guys staying up front during all this chaos and mess. But they're doing a pretty good job. So.
Johnson trying the inside here on Mitchell Collins. Wine and takes the second spot away. 8 laps to go in stage number 2. Let's focus on this second pack, though. They've really spread it out a little bit. Neil Clifford, Gatlin Downey trying to work together and break away. They think there's going to be some chaos happening in the back of the pack late in the going here. A lot of drivers, though, have fallen back to play it safe. Ryan Benjamin in the 36, Matt Tuck in the 95 as well. Remember, they're still on the lead lap, though. Here comes Dylan Young inside on Johnson for the runner-up.
Into turns 3 and 4, Dylan Young trying to suck up to that 18 and try and slingshot around him. Trying to do a little bit of a shake and bake here at the Talladega Super Speedway, but he's just gonna bump draft him through turns 3 and 4 and onto the tri-oval.
The two cars are the front two trying to tangle their way away. They're 3 wide for third spot. Here comes Christian Vargas to the inside. That 00 car won last season at Talladega in the fall.
Yeah, Double Zero's right now third with help from the 4 and the 16 and 43. And we'll send over to Derek for the back stretch.
All right, as you see, Fitz to make a big meaty move with no help on the inside. That was a big brain right there. But could Dylan Young pull a slingshot going into my favorite pass road, going into turn 3? Right to you, Trey.
Try and side draft off of Christian Vargas. I don't think he's close enough to side draft of him. And all these guys battling in the back of this mini pack. You've got the top 2 leaders trying to pull away from all of this. Marty Johnson going to go to the back of this pack. And shout out to the 16 car.
That's Jacob Britz in the 16. Trey, I don't mean to interrupt you, though. But, well, number one, it is my perspective right now at the moment. But you got to give credit to him. He was just on the high side, about to get passed by Jesse Turner. He shut the door on Turner, got a run to the inside, and now look at the pack. Bye-bye, Dylan Young. He's stuck in the middle. No one going to help him out. No one at all whatsoever. But here comes Jesse Turner inside on Jacob Britz for the 3rd position. Can he try and get the inside to work? No, they're 3 wide. They're going to go 4 wide into turn 3, Trey.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this could spell recipe for disaster. I think Dylan Young, he's going to be like, I'm going to head out, because what I said in the pre-race, you do not want to go 4 wide off of turn 4. That will cause a pretty huge wreck, even though you're in the back of this pack. So, really veteran move by the 54.
Good job by Dylan Young to get off the gas instantly to prevent a big wreck. Top 5 now, all single file. You got Hoffman in the lead, Fitzwater 2nd, Britz 3rd, Turner 4th, and Ferris 5th off of turn 2, going to Derek Hamill.
As I say, Marty Johnson trying to get a good suck off that 20 car. But I don't think he will. This is slowly becoming a choo-choo train. as I like to call it here at Dega. Oh, 20 making a move to the inside line. Fitzy, could they get a run on the 18 machine going to Trey now?
Yeah, they heard you say train, and then we're like, nope, we did not want to get shot, our tires shot out by Steve McDonald off the tower. And as you can see, Fitzwater, he's going to challenge the 18. And the more these guys stay uniformed in single file, the more they're going to pull away from that second pack. So that's going to be interesting as they're going double file now, so the second pack can close in just a little bit.
That second pack has lost so much time. It's like the final laps of the Cup Series race in 2018, the playoff race, I should say. You've got this pack here, just 9.5 seconds back on the leader. I've never seen anything like it at Talladega, friends, as they work their way down the back straightaway. 4 laps to go, though, in stage number 2. Hoffman and Fitzwater remaining side by side for the lead in the 3.
Brian Ferris, he's going to try and look for a possible opening on Fitzwater, but he is hugging that yellow line like it's his girlfriend. He's going to come up a little bit, and that's probably what good Ferris is going to want to see. Ferris to the inside of Fitzy, and Hoffman going to try and envelop a sucker hole for him.
Marty Johnson thought about gaining aggressive to make it 4 wide. He thought better of it. Ferris takes the lead, 3 laps to go, and Patrick Smith had an issue in the 14. I don't know what happened with him unless we had pit stops. We did have pit stops. I saw Monaco exit the pits, I believe, if I recall correctly. Yes, he is below the apron. Some early drivers trying to play some strategy here, but remember, they're not going to have the draft. Johnny Garner, you see him also, and I think pit stops could determine who wins stage 2. Lozano inside on Ferris for the lead in 3.
Lozano to the inside. He has another Chevrolet in the 47 of looking for the Voiles. So Voiles trying to push the 88 to the stage 2 win, along with the 52 car of 51 of Casey Nanico.
Coming to the stripe, 2 laps to go in stage number 2. Lozano out in front, Daniel Voiles running in second. Did we have any takers, though, going into turn 1? We did not. Leaders in turn 1.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, the 88 has the lead of 40 stud, moved second, and Nanico to third. We'll have Derek in the best trip.
Yeah, it gets stuck this time. But 88 looks like you don't get stuck 3 wide in what it's called scientifically El Hole de Sucker. And he did 19 trying to get a good run under 51. To you, Trey.
Yeah, it's like you said, Casey Nanico, he's going to get stuck in that sucker hole along with Fitzy and Jacob Britz in the 16. Alex Lozano rounding 3 and 4. I think this is the final lap of stage 2. I'm probably wrong on
They're
that.
coming to the white flag in stage number 2. Lozano continues to lead. Here comes Dylan Young in the 54, looking for second. He's got that over Mitchell Collins. Young gets help from Ferguson to 1, and Young gets a run to the inside.
Yeah, it's a huge run coming into turn 1, taking the lead. With double steal, Jesse Turner coming to turn number 2 and going to backtrack.
Oh, that 54 car stone wide. That car is a response to sticking. But here comes Woostar Comp car 00 Christian Vargas. Without from the Bubba Wallace car. Let's go to you, Trey.
Vargas, he's going to have the momentum on the inside, but does Jesse Turner, does he make a move on Vargas? And it's going to be interesting. They're going to go into the trioval, try and pass here. Vargas moves high, and surprisingly, Turner goes with him. Now can Matthew Logan try and steal stage 2 from these guys?
Turner shuts the door on Matthew Logan. Screen checkers in the air. Stage number 2, Christian Vargas. Good battle there at the stripe. Your top 10 in stage number 2. Vargas, Turner, Matthew Logan, Lozano, Hoffman, Young, Collins, Mendez, Fitzwater, and Ryan. And blowing up in turn 2. It's one of the Fraternal Order of Eagles cars. It's Jacob Britz in the 16. Tough break for him down the backstretch. We've had a lot of engines expire. That's what happens when you're just in the draft way too much. Now, if this car stops on the back straightaway, though, does a yellow come out? We'll just have to wait and see what happens. That car is going to stop here. Does the yellow come out? No, we remain green and clean, as he was below the apron, so that's a good sight to see. Cody Smart also in the pits. We're just a few laps, though, away from the pit window. Looking at this lead pack as well, all 4 Gibbs cars are in it. Hoffman in the lead, Mendez in second, Ferris in fourth, and then Collins at the tail end of this pack. It's been a crazy race today without any crashes, surprisingly. It's just been engines all expiring early on, and it's led to the pack split up big time. That's been the story today. A tale of two packs. Now the Gibbs cars on the inside working together. I think we got some cars slowing down. Will we have pit stops this time off of turn number 4? We do not. Your Gibbs cars 1, 2, and 3 at the moment. Colin's looking to get into it as well. But Ethan Hoffman continues to lead. Caution-free race. They're the lead pack. It's the Gibbs cars dominant all day so far at the stripe. 15 to go in the race.
The 3 JGR cars leading 1, 2, 3 with a 22 coming at 4. They're catching the lap car CJ was. Will that play a factor? We will find out.
Well, I'm seeing a little bit of hands. I might be seeing some hands out the windows here going down this backstretch as some cars making moves to the inside. Brian Ferris, could that be an indication of pit stops coming to you? And your turn, Trey, I guess?
Yep, cars moving down to the inside, and I think they might be coming down, or else they're giving the banking the digital finger, as Clint Boyer said. No, they're not. Don't appear to be pitting this time.
Remember, a full tank of fuel on 1X, because that's what we do at tracks that are at least 2 miles, except for road courses. 1X. So the window at super speedways, 35 laps. But with the draft, though, luckily, they can go longer. When you draft more, you're using less fuel, luckily. As they're off of turn 2, Hoffman leads down the backstretch, Derek.
As you see, they're in a freaking shoot. Oh, never mind. Here goes Fitzy. Let's go. The friendly Aussie making a move for ruining my joke. And, oh, Dylan Young going with them there in the Rick Ritter Racing car. Great run for that War Machine thing, Trey.
Yes, Derek, I feel like that every time you say that they are a train, they immediately derail from said train.
Drivers commit high off of turn 4. Ferris is going down pit road, and Lozano's going to go with them. Now, if Lozano went an extra lap, that would have hurt the 20 car big time. So they're going to come in. I think they'll just top off on gas and go, because there is not that much time left in the race. You see Marty Johnson also making his way down pit road.
Oh, Lozano retired. Lozano just retired on the race.
Who did? Lozano?
Huge implications.
Piston issues.
Clutch issue.
Oh,
Nope.
no.
Jacob Briss with a clutch issue early on. Wow. And that will hurt Brian Ferris big time, gentlemen, because of the fact that he's going to be by himself exiting pit road. Colin Denton's going to get some help. No, he's coming in. Marty Johnson's going to be by himself. Now who comes in this time off of turn 4? Everyone, I think, is coming in, with the exception of Zach Ryan. Now, that's a little risky for the 22 to go an extra lap, because he doesn't have the draft, and Turner, Vargas, and Voiles have the draft, though. Everyone comes in to top off on fuel. I don't know what in the world happened with Alex Lozano. One of the faster cars here is done. And that looks like the deal here for these drivers. Full tank of fuel and get out of there instantly. You see Colin Denton exiting pit road here at the moment. Zach Ryan currently the provisional race leader. Marty Johnson gets out ahead. Now, what do these drivers do that have not made their stop yet do in the draft? Voiles looks inside on Turner for the second position. Don't mean to take Trey's turn area there, but as we're focused on pit stops, we'll give our turn boys a little bit of a break here. Ryan decides to go an extra lap. But I think what he's trying to do here is trying to get a draft off of his teammate Marty Johnson, try to work together. But then could that draft be enough for those 3 drivers that are single file to catch up to race leader Zach Ryan? Ryan, I think, is getting off of the gas just a little bit there, because you can see Johnson gaining a lot more momentum as they go off of turn number 2. A clean and green race, though, all day so far. 11 to go at Talladega. Voiles commits to the high side. Turner can get a draft. Same with Christian Vargas. These are I believe they're the only 4 drivers that have not pitted yet amongst that lead pack. It'll be interesting to see, though, who will get the lead after everyone cycles through pit stops. Ryan slowing down a little bit. I think he's coming in, and he is. And these 3 drivers are coming in as well out of turn number 4. Tyler Marco not on the lead lap. Who else is coming in? Everyone else that has not pitted make their way down pit road. So we'll watch that pack there and see what happens if the lead pack comes back up. You know it's going to be gas and goes here.
47 also in.
Different guys, and so I think at
Your
this
lead
point,
pack's off of turn 4, I believe.
everybody's made a pit stop.
I believe so. So Ryan right now still the provisional leader at the moment. 10 laps to go at Talladega. There are the leaders, I believe. Brian Ferris, Mitchell Collins. You know what? CJ Williams. Don't be surprised if he's back in the hunt, actually. I don't know, though, if he's made an extra pit stop. But remember, he had the flat tire early on? I think he was good to go on gas the rest of the way. I'm not sure, though. But here come the leaders as they catch up to Zach Ryan. They've got all of that horsepower down the back straightaway. Ryan gets out just in front of Brian Ferris, but it will be interesting. Now, CJ Williams, we can confirm he's not in that lead pack, so he's going to potentially be a spoiler. He's got no one to help out, though, except for Dylan Young. You know the Gibbs teammates are going to go together. As they come to the stripe, you've got 4 drivers that will likely battle for the win unless we get a yellow flag, which would definitely change everything. 9 laps to go. Ryan continues to lead, but here comes Dylan Young into turn 1, Fitzy.
That's correct, Marty. 24 just got back on the lead lap. Now 54 has no help in the inside by Hill. Now he's got help from the 19, and we'll take it to Derek in the backstretch.
Oh, yes, let's go. 54 President 22 Rick Rare Racing. Let's go, boys. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting so excited for this. Oh, wait. 22 is in the lead now. Back to you, Trey, I guess.
Yeah, Zach Ryan, he was somehow able to hold off that momentum by these 3 guys. And CJ Williams, I believe he gets his lap back by this. But Zach Ryan, he's holding these guys at bay. Dylan Young trying to win as a part-time driver here at the Talladega Superspeedway.
Remember, Dylan Young, he is not going for playoff spots at the moment because he's part-time. It's not made every start this season. He is just a man that is looking for wins and to spoil the party for those 3 full-timers, Ryan, Collins, and Ferris. Now, they're all single file. I think they're trying to play it safe. Not yet. Dylan Young inside, looking for the lead. Let's take it to Trey Wright as they work their way into turn number 3.
Jeez.
Dylan Young, the crowd's roaring. He's going to try and get the momentum. He's going to try and slingshot. No, Zach Ryan shuts the door on the 54. And Ryan, he's going to start to pull away. He's going to get that good suck off of that 24 car coming into turns 3 and 4. Out of
As
third.
they come to the line, 7 laps to go. Now Ferris looks inside on Dylan Young. He's got the run. Young with no help at all whatsoever. They're going to say see you later to him. I think Collins, meanwhile, trying to play it safe and work with Brian Ferris into turn 1, 7 to go, Fitzy.
That's correct, yes. 19 lost a bit of a draft, and the 54 shuts the door on. We've got 4 lead cars in this pack trying to get for a win.
Okay, they're what the heck? I can't say choo-choo anymore. Okay, 20 car. We know you. Okay, you show you have a big PP. That's enough. Now pass the 22 car for lead. God dang it. To you, Trey.
I don't know how to succeed that. Brian Ferris is sucking off the 22. He's got his teammate behind him in the 19, and Dylan Young is going to go to the back of this train.
I think our turn boys have gone crazy in their positions. But here's Ferris to the inside for the lead with 6 to go. He nips Ryan at the line, going into turn number 1.
20 has to lead. Will 19 go with him? The answer is no. 54 will.
Yes.
Oh, now he does. 19.
Lane change, man.
Let's send Derek in the backstretch.
Lane change, man. That's all I got to say about that. Here comes 19 with big meaty run from the 54. Okay.
Brian Ferris out front, and the thing about this, he can draft off of the 24 because CJ Williams is going the same speed as these guys, but he's not on the lead lap. So 20 can draft off of him, possibly pass him, and use him as possibly a pick on his teammate in the 19.
Now, I can't believe I'm saying this. We've had a caution-free race, and now when they come to the line, there's 5 to go. A yellow would end the race, and no one wants to see a yellow. This is a good battle for the win.
We gon' get caution, boys.
top 3 are right on the 24's back. 24's back bar, and the 22 looks like he's hanging out to dry.
Choo 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 choo. Yes, I said it. They didn't go. They didn't break out of line. Let's go.
Look at the run. Look at the run, Derek. Pay attention.
God dang it. Oh, let's go. 19 car. Big meaty run, but with no help. That sucks. To you, Trey.
Yeah, I think Zach Ryan, unless he can get the draft off of the 54, who's on the outside, I think Zach Ryan's out of this duel. Bro, the JGR teammates, I think it's going to come down to those two, unless Zach Ryan or Dylan Young can pass these guys.
4 laps to go at the stripe. Brian Ferris looking for win number 2 this season. Mitchell Collins looking for win number 1 in his career. As Dylan Young, Zach Ryan trying to spoil their day.
22 has caught up to the 54, but 2 JGR teammates still have the top 2 spots. But will they stay there? We'll find out.
3 1/2 laps to go. Here comes 19. A big old run. Is the 54 going to go? No. 54 stays with 20. 20 files in behind 24. Looks like 19 might be done. But here comes the 54 on the outside to you, Trey.
Dylan Young is side drafting off of the 19. These guys going side by side. This is exactly what Brian Ferris wants to see. He wants to suck up to that 24's rear bumper and pass them and give himself a little barrier between these 3 guys.
At the stripe, there will be 3 laps remaining. Ferris has about a 3-car length lead on teammate Mitchell Collins. Single file, everyone's playing it safe. What do you do? When do you make your move, Zachary Fitzwater?
I want to make a move right this minute until the white flag comes out. But the 19 and 22 have a run for 1 and 2. And the 54 looks like it's officially hanging out to dry.
Well, you said about 22, but 22 caught back up. Looks like they're going to stay single file down backstretch for once. I can actually... What the heck? Of course. Okay, go 22. Make a pass. To you, Trey.
Zach Ryan, like we said, the draft is extremely effective here at the Talladega Superspeedway. He's going to try and draft off the 20 car. Coming to 2 laps to go in the Geico 500 here at Dega.
Ryan thinking about making his move to the inside, but Ferris shuts the door. Popsicle sticks up in the air this time. 2 laps to go. It's the 20 versus the 22 at the moment, going into turn number 1.
The 20 and 22 are pulling away slightly on the 19 and 54. Will that go well on the last lap? I doubt it. Who knows? Let's send it Derek to the backstretch.
1 1/2 laps remaining here with 22 run, but I don't think you're going to get by him since the 20 has draft from 24. Will 19 54 go down? Yes, they do. 19 goes down awesome. But 22 tries to change lanes. To you, Trey.
Oh, he's not going to have the run. Brian Ferris shuts the door on the 22. It could come down to where the start-finish line is positioned. CJ Williams is just providing free draft service for these guys. Coming to the white flag to you, Marty.
2.66 miles remain as they cross the line. 4 cars put them under a blanket. Have a shot at winning at Talladega. It's Ferris up in front looking for win number 2 this season.
This is it. Last lap. Top 4 stays not side by side. Single file on the 24. We'll send it to Derek to on the left of the backstretch.
I think it's time to call him dogs. Put fire. 20 cars won this race. Never mind. Here comes 22, but he does not have help.
Ryan trying.
Same story, different lap. He won't be. Oh, he might get to him. To you, Trey. No, he doesn't.
No, that Mitchell Collins, he's going to get on the outside. He's going to lose this race, unfortunately. But still a P4 finish for him. Coming out of turns 3 and 4, Brian Ferris in the Craftsman Toyota to the trial to you, Marty.
Win number 2 on the season for the driver of the 20, Brian Ferris. Checkered flag at Talladega. A second driver has gotten win number 2 this season in only 10 races, and it belongs to the 20. Zach Ryan, 2nd, Dylan Young, 3rd, Mitchell Collins, 4th. A good battle for 5th, Zachary Fitzwater, Christian Vargas, 6th, Daniel Voyles, 7th, Matthew Logan, 8th, Jesse Turner, 9th, Edwin Mendez rounds out the top 10. What a clean day it was today. Only 4 drivers retiring because of engine issues. And at the end of the day, Brian Ferris holding off Zach Ryan to pick up his 2nd win of the season. A great day for the 20 Craftsman Toyota, out in front when the time was right. Big congratulations to him. What a fast race, what a clean race as well, to say the least. And let's give you the final results for today. You can see them on your screen. You can see good days for a lot of drivers. Not the day, though, CJ Williams wanted. He had a flat tire. Yellow never came out. Finishes in 36. Not what he wants. Where did Diego Rossello finish? He finished in 24th position. Brian Webb finished in 27th. This may be an alright day then for points leader CJ Williams, considering where everyone else finished. Mitchell Collins, who was 101 back, you know he finished 4th, so that could help out the 19 make his way up into 2nd in the standings. We know Williams, that lead's going to go down, though, just a little bit. However, though, he still remains the points leader after today's race. Let's get the final thoughts on today's race. We'll start with you, Zachary Fitzwater.
Well, I'm surprised there was no cautions in this race. Seeing a lot of drivers had issues and engine failures. Yeah, from my perspective, clean race. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of them races. Either be cautious or go caution free, and like in this case, it went caution free.
All right, Derek Hamill.
Well, Fitz, it was easy for you because you weren't in the freaking horse nest like I was. But yeah, great race. I mean, there's a couple brown pants moments in the race, specifically when the 24 had that issue. But other than that, it's a great race. Congrats to who was it? Brian Ferris. I'm winning.
Trey Wright.
This race definitely changed directions when I forget who it was. Yeah, the 21 of Jonathan Logan, his engine expiring in the middle of the larger pack in the middle of the race. That definitely changed the tempo of the race, turning it from a 1-pack unified race to a 2-pack divided race. Definitely changed the tempo of the race, changed the style of racing to from survival of the fittest, survival of the least damaged car to pit strategy and who could get the draft. But congratulations to Brian Ferris on winning a very exciting race here at the Talladega Superspeedway.
So as you can see, the points deficit for CJ Williams has cut down to 56 after the flat tire. Tough break for him. Brian Ferris, though, win number 2, puts him now up to 2nd, having the 2nd spot secured for right now in the playoffs. How do the rest of the seedings look? CJ Williams has 3, Diego Rossello has 4, Tyler Markle with 5, Jesse Turner 6, Ethan Hoffman 7, and Marty Johnson now with 8. 9th in the points, Mitchell Collins. 10th is Zachary Fitzwater. 11th, Brian Webb. 12th, Igor Barreto. 13th is Daniel Voiles. 14th, Neil Clifford. 15th, is Luke Rainey, and Steve Morgan now dropping to 16th. He is 1 point up on the cutoff now over Carter Friesen. And then, Christian Vargas, Carter Friesen, 18th. Not Tyler Marco, rather be Colin Denton now 19th. And Matthew Logan is currently 20th. Good day at Talladega. Let's preview the next race in the New Era Cup Series. And for the first time ever, this Saturday night, we make the trip to the Steel Palace, Oswego Speedway, the Wheeling 400, 7:30 p.m. the start time. That will be a good one, gentlemen. Let's see what you're looking forward to in this race. We'll start off this time with Trey if he's still on the mic.
Oswego Speedway, Marty. It's definitely going to be interesting. A little bit of a Saturday night dirt race in here. So definitely going to be interesting to see how these drivers can handle the dirt and who can come out on top.
Okay, we're going to do that over again because this is the race that's not on dirt.
Oh,
This is the paved race.
Cool, I do that. Hey, paved racing's fun.
That's the what? Hold up.
Paved track.
This is the paved version of Oswego. We don't go to the dirt till October for that track.
Cool.
Okay.
Anyway, let's do this again. Next race for the New Era Cup Series. The first time ever we make the trip to Oswego, New York, the Steel Palace Oswego Speedway for the Wheeling 400. And that's the first of 2 trips this season to Oswego. This is the paved race. Then later in October, we race on the dirt as a part of Super Dirt Week. But let's preview the short track race at Oswego this coming weekend. Starting off with you, Trey.
Well, Marty, Oswego Speedway, it's a tiny little bull ring track, so it's not the dirt track that many NR 2003 cars are accustomed to. So it's definitely going to be a challenge here for many of these guys who can come out on top.
Derek?
Well, someone who actually races on the local bull rings here in Florida, Oswego, I don't know how to pronounce it, is right at my wheel well, I guess, to say in a car thing. But yeah, hopefully I can get a good run being a little bit of a based person here.
Alright, finally, I know you're from Australia, but Mr. Fitzy himself, Zachary Fitzwater, what are you looking forward to?
Well, look for a lot of drivers have, very short track tempers, I would like to call it. Keep it clean. Some qualified ones, and I'm gonna be surprised a lot of drivers have short tempers.
Yeah, absolutely. That will be a good race to watch out for. So that is going to do it for us on behalf of our turn announcers, Zachary Fitzwater, Derek Hamill, and Trey Wright. This is Maurice Scala signing off. You've been watching the NOFSRL New Era Cup Series. Congratulations to Brian Ferris on win number 2 this season in the Geico 500. Please keep yourselves safe and healthy. Thank you all for joining us. So long from Talladega.